that's where you start hearing about things like nurturing. You know what I mean? And a powerful force, but nurturing. And think fertility goddesses. That's Gaia, like you were talking about. You know what I mean? So these people were very much into all of that. They would have been like, or they probably are still to this day, like the hippies of what is that? What's Siberia? That have been like the pacifists. You know what I mean? The hippies that rebelled against those evil dictators. So now, from what I've heard, the Mansi, I don't know for sure if they just caved in and said, okay, we'll follow your mandates, or if they actually or anything about that. I know that they didn't rebel against the Soviet Union. I know that the Conti ended up doing outright rebellion when it came to it, but the Mansi, they still practiced and everything. Maybe they were like the passive resistant kind, you know what I mean? Like how,
well, if you're nomads, it's hard to keep you in one place, obviously. So.
Yeah, it's true. I wasn't even thinking about that. If they're moving from place to place, they'd have to be tracked. And I later on, I do want to get more into them and find out what their history is, because I did research on my other channels, the strange stories about the gypsies, and I know, and I know that back in the day, they were treated pretty harshly, like kings and royalty.
Didn't we have part of the stream a couple of months ago talking about the Romanian or Romanian gypsies?
Mm-hmm. Like the nobles would literally hunt them down with search parties to just like massacre them. You know what I mean? They didn't want anything to do with them. So I'd really like to get deeper into this and check it out more on them, because I think they would be an interesting. It'd be a good deep dive to actually go in and find out what was going on with them. Now, this one is the one that has to do with the reindeers, the deity associated with hunting and the forest. This deity is called Yelping Nyar, or Nyar, or Nyar, however you say that shit.
Yeah.
Now, he's associated with hunting in the forest. Hunters would invoke Yelping Nyar for protection and success during expeditions. So whenever they went out on an expedition or they wanted protection, they would invoke him. Now, this is probably the deity that stuck out to me the most. Okay, because like these are protection deities. These are the ones that protect people of the Mansi and the other ones, the Conti. And
yeah.
So they had these different deities, and there were deities that were protectors. You know what I'm saying? So when we get into the whole conversation, you'll start hearing about some of the stuff that was supposedly supposed to be involved in this stuff, and there's a lot of theories on it. But like if you take a look at this protector, and you keep that in mind when you hear it, you can see that there is possibly probably a supernatural, divine, whatever you want to call it, take to this, but I don't think that any scientist is actually going to say, yeah, it was a magical deity from, that caused this problem. You know what I mean? Nobody is going to do that. That'd be like political suicide for anybody, But it's really strange. This Yaoping Nayar, I want to get his name right too, so. Got any feedback on that?
No, we mind. I was thinking the Greek mythology, Apollo and what's his sister in Greek mythology? The god of fertility, goddess of fertility.
No, that Aphrodite.
Yeah.
Aphrodite. Yeah, she.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that sort of similarity.
So now with the ancestral spirits, okay. Now with them, they played a crucial role in these guys' daily life. That they're believed to offer guidance, protection, and blessings. All right. Special offerings are usually made to ensure their favor. So they would make offerings to them. You know what I mean? So and that it's kind of weird too, because I did do research on this, and they would leave coins for these deities or these.
Is that so strange?
Well. The gypsies is what's so strange. The way the gypsies do their thing, like they use rocks, okay? And this is what stuck out to me. Like a lot of people don't know this.
What is that? What is that water fountain in Italy? That's in the Vatican. Is it possibly in Vatican City? That is traditionally just pour a coin into.
Oh man, is that the one where the angel pees on you?
Potentially, possibly.
Like about that one, right? Like
yeah.
Like you go up there and it'll just like randomly pee on you.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that's in it.
Something like that, yeah.
I still don't know for sure if that's like a practical joke or if like it's just messed up at some point in the past and it does it randomly or something, you know what I mean? I remember they had those videos of it and I checked it out and they said that it's been doing that for years. Like if you're up there and you throw that coin in there, the freaking angel will literally pee on you.
I think I lost this myth.
No, it's like video footage, dude.
Okay.
They've got funniest moments out that came out back in the 90s and stuff. You know what I mean? And like they've literally got footage of this angel just peeing on people who are standing by the fountain.
Okay.
It's crazy, but it actually is true. I'll find one of the old clips. They're around on YouTube somewhere. I just have to.
Let's see. Yeah, see. Mannequin is PIS.
Manicus.
Mannequin. MANNEKEN.
Is that the name of the statue that you're talking about?
Yeah. Actually, it's in Brussels.
Oh, it's in Brussels. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think there is a fountain in Italy where it's traditional to throw coins into.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's in the Vatican City.
Now, Brussels is up there around Germany too, though, right?
Yeah.
So that would go perfect with this culture too, because like Germany, first of all, was actually called what was it? It was you had Prussia. It was Prussia. You had Russia, and then you had Prussia.
That was one province of Germany.
Well,
well, what we call Germany now, especially in the 19th century, a lot of provinces, self-contained countries, I suppose, popped up and disappeared and popped up, up till, remember, Germany wasn't unified until 1872.
1872. No, because well, they had the Weimar government first.
Technically, German as a country is younger than the United States.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
And there was that time too where actually they didn't change the name of Germany, they just changed the government's name.
Yeah, they're unified country.
Well, I'm talking about the the Weimar government.
That's between
World War
One and World War Two.
Yeah, and that wasn't changing the name of the government though, or the name of the country. It was just the name of the.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a good point to bring up. So now with that we can go on to these animals with the animals and how they were considered sacred. Now these guys believed that the animals were sacred messengers, or they embodied, they were the embodiment of spirits. This is where I was talking about with the bears in particular. All right, they revered the bear. It was held. Its status was really high in the Mansi and Conti traditions. Like the bear was that, and that's probably where it became eventually, the animal. You know what I mean? The government animal, because I could see that now that I think about it, because the bear, I believe, was the Soviet symbol. I don't know what the Russians are, if they still believe in the bear or not. I haven't kept up that much on them, but
depends on which culture.
Now the bear is often regarded as a mediator between humans and the spirit world. Ritual bear festivals where the animal is ceremonially honored and its spirit is released are the central aspects of their worship as well. So these people would ceremoniously honor these bears, and they would kill bears, dude. So I think that being able to sacrifice a bear would probably scare a lot of people, just in my opinion. You know what I mean? If regular Joes in the Soviet Union was to go up into Siberia and see these indigenous cultures sacrificing bears, that would probably be pretty traumatic to them. You know what I mean? That's just my take on it.
Well, the city folk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I pick on Amos all the time about kangaroos. You know what I mean? And getting into a fight with a kangaroo. You know what I mean? Like, who in their right mind would want to fight an animal that could kick your ass with just one punch, break every bone in your body? You know what I mean? But there's people down there that do that stuff. They even eat kangaroo.
Yeah.
You
can buy kangaroo steak. I won't say it's common in the UK, but it's you can order it easily.
You guys are something else. That's almost.
No doubt in the US you could probably order kangaroo steaks.